All right. It is Saturday morning, and I have a little bit of time. Maybe I probably have a couple hours actually. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my next game in the APBA baseball 1995 Cleveland Indians replay, where I'm playing the fourth game of the series. It's the opening series of the year, Cleveland at Texas. In this game, um, Charles Nagy will pitch against Bobby Witt. I'll talk about Bobby Witt in a second. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and set up the game using this ball score, which is it's complicated. I'm almost wondering if there was a better program out there. Would I use it? Probably, and there probably is a better program. But I do like this program. I have not gotten into the actual reports yet to see if I'm doing it right in terms of my players all, calculating their first three games stats and all that good stuff. But I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I'm going to go ahead and set up this game. Usually, I just dive into the game, but I figured I would actually show you me setting it up. And then I'll try to use YouTube to put like a one of those chapter thingies so you can fast forward to the beginning of the game if you don't want to watch this part. I've never done that before, so I may or may not get that working either. If I don't, I'll put a little time code on the screen that you can. I'll put it right here that you can fast forward to, and it's gonna look funny if I get the chapter thing working and then you see me do this, but then nothing appears in the screen. So again, I've got like 30 videos out there so far, but I'm still new to YouTube. I'm still new to actually all the new things you can do with it, or the things you can do with it. So bear with me here. All right, so first I'm going to do is I went into ball score and I'm going to click new and I'm going to clear the sheet, even though it's clear anyway. I just do that. And then when you do that, you pick the date. So I'm going to pick Sunday, April 30th, 1995. That's when the game took place. I'm going to go to file. No, I'm going to go to whoops, here. I'm going to go to RLM for roster lineup manager. Cleveland is the visiting team, so we'll go load roster. And I have them in my folder, my 1999 folder. So I'll go open. So it pulls their roster in. Now, on the second game, I actually saved one of their lineups. You can click save lineup after this is all filled in. So I'm going to click open lineup or load lineup. I'm going to pull in that lineup. And okay, so that's going to help me out a little bit because there are a few changes, but some of the stuff is the same. So Lofton, Vizquel, Baerga, Bell, Murray, Tomei, Ramirez, Sorrento. That's all the same. Jesse Levis is actually the catcher. Let me scroll down. We'll get rid of Pena, and we'll find Jesse Levis, the catcher, and then place player in lineup. Not at 10. Oh, that's a mistake. So remove. So we're gonna go here. Levis, catcher, place player. Down here, for some reason, it puts weird things down here. So I'm gonna get rid of Sandy Alomar. I don't know why he's in there. And then I'm gonna go up to this first green dot, and I'm gonna pick Charles Nagy, and he's gonna be the pitcher. Place player in lineup. And so now we've got Cleveland all set up correctly. And I will hit flip. Where's flip? Or no, I'll hit OK. So but before I do that, I'm going to change the name. I'm going to just change it to Cleveland Indians. Uh, Cleveland Indians. And I'm gonna go flip. I don't know if I hit OK or flip, so I'll just hit flip. And this thing comes up, and I don't in the demos I watched, it said, yeah, you're just gonna use green. So I'm like, okay. And I'm going to load Texas's roster. So we'll load Texas. Let's see, where are you at? Texas. And then I'll change their name. Oh, so it says TexasRangers.ros. I'm just going to change it to Texas Rangers. That may or may not be right, but later on when you see me export the game, you'll see how I get around that. All right, so then we'll load the lineup from a couple days ago. Okay, and now that puts us. Now their lineup is a bit different this time. They're going to go Nixon, Fry, and then they've got Rusty Greer playing first. For some reason, Will Clark sat out 2 straight games. I don't know if he got hurt or what happened with him, but he sat out 2 games. But we're going to put Rusty Greer at first. Yep. And then we're going to go down to Tettleton. And it's not going to be Ivan Rodriguez. This lineup is a lot different, actually. Remove. It's going to be Dean Palmer. I'm going to remove all these guys except Benji Gill because he's batting ninth. So it's going to be Dean Palmer batting fifth and playing third. And I looked at baseball reference. Let me just here. I can pull that up. Oh, I closed it. I think I have it saved. So, where are you at? Here. Nope, that's not it. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. So, All right, so like I grabbed Baseball Reference and I went to the Indians lineups for that, or box scores for that year, their scores for that year. And I just went to box score, and you can see down here. This is how I pulled up all the players, all the pinch hitters, all the pitchers. That's how I kind of pulled that up. And you'll notice Rick Helling is their starting pitcher. Just keep that in mind for a minute. I'll get back to that. All right, so back to this. Dean Palmer is going to play third and bat fifth. We'll add him. And then it's going to be Mark McLemore playing second, I believe. Oh no, he's playing left field. So McLemore is going to play left field. It's funny, he has a rating of, 7 when he plays second and 2 when he plays in the outfield. And in this game, he's playing in the outfield, which is really going to hurt their defense. As you'll see, they've been infield or defense fielding level 1 through the first 3 games, and today they're nowhere near that. All right, next in this game is a guy by the name of Eric Fox playing right field. Well, I don't have an Eric Fox card, so I ended up going with ex-Cleveland Indian Candy Maldonado, or soon-to-be Cleveland Indian Candy Maldonado instead, who was on their bench. Again, Juan Gonzalez is on their bench. I don't know why he's not in this game, because he's actually got a pretty good card. He's got I think a pretty high rating. So I'm thinking he was injured at this point, so I did not put him in this game. They went with a crappy right fielder, so I'm going to go with 1-2, all based on the card itself. And as I say that, I'm realizing he'll probably hit a home run against them, but that's okay. So he's going to play right field. And then I've got Dave Valley. So Von Rodriguez is sitting out this game. Dave Valley is going to play catcher. Add him to the lineup. And then we've got Benji Gill playing short. And in terms of the pitcher, so again, I mentioned Rick Helling as pitcher, but I don't know why it does that. But Rick Helling doesn't have a card either. So I looked at the 5 starters for the first 5 games for Texas. And they have Bobby Witt on their team, but he wasn't a starter in any of the other 4 games. So I'm just going to go with Bobby Witt as the starter. And so we'll throw him in, Bobby Witt, add player, and he's going to be the pitcher, place player. And now we're good. So I'm going to hit OK. And then this thing's going to come up again. So I'm going to hit green. And I believe we're ready. But the Indians are actually leading off in this game. I hope I didn't do that incorrectly. So if I flip it, here we go. So this is the last thing you have to do. It wants to know the date. It wants to know the names of the 2 teams, which I gave it. I'm going to hit save, and we're going to flip to Cleveland, and Kenny Lofton is going to be up. And I guess we're ready to start. It is 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, in case you're wondering what time this is. Usually on a Saturday morning, I'm golfing or I'm out running some errands and trying to get some writing done. But today I have something that I have to do in the middle of the afternoon, so my morning is kind of going to be me at home eating some breakfast and working on plotting some of my next book. But I figured I'd try to get a baseball game in at the same time. So here we go. Kenny Lofton to lead off. I am playing the basic game one more time. I tried to play it with game 3 and it did not go well. Very complicated. So I'm going to take some time over the next few days, probably before I start the Indians' next series. I'm going to try to learn the master game by watching some YouTube videos. And we'll take it from there. The last thing I did have to do is I did have to put the fielding together. Both teams are 36, so both teams are teetering on that infield 2, fielding 2 section, but if either of them drop by 1, they go into fielding 3. So keep that in mind. And then, like I said in the previous game, I also have the pinch hitters for both teams on top. Actually, that's not right. I didn't look, you know what? I didn't look at Texas's. Let me look at Texas's pinch hitters real quick. So it looks like Billy Hatcher was a pinch runner for Mickey Tettleton, so we'll keep him in mind. Well, I don't have a Billy Hatcher card, so we won't keep him in mind. Von Rodriguez did come in and pinch hit at one point, and Mike Pagliarulo. So those are the 2 guys that did the pinch hitting. I also have the relievers that played in this game in order that they came in, so I could use them. But like I said in the previous game, if we get down to a save situation and like only 1 reliever has come in and there were like 3 in the game, I'm going to bring the closer in and not worry about the relievers for that game. So that's kind of how we're going to do this. All right, let's get started. Kenny Lofton, base is empty. Pitch playing against Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt's a righty. 29 starts that year, so I don't know when he starting for Texas. Maybe he played for somebody else. I don't know. But here we go. All right, Kenny Lofton starting the game off for us. 45 for Kenny Lofton. 45 is a 14. So he is going to walk, except against a ZZ, but Bobby Witt is a Y, so he's going to take a walk. All right, Kenny Lofton. I wish I knew how to steal. And again, I'm playing with this ball stat. For some reason, this monitor over here, this monitor that you're seeing this, is not set up as my primary monitor. So when I click a button, everything pops up and I have to drag it over here. I'm not going to drag it over here every single time, but just so you see what I'm hitting, I'm going to hit generic walk, and he's going to go to first. For some reason, if I try to set this monitor up as my primary monitor, I lose this scoreboard right here for some reason. It's off of both screens, and I can't find it. I'm sure there's a button you can press on the keyboard to get everything onto your primary monitor. I didn't bother to look what it is. Maybe I'll do that before the next video also. Who knows? All right. Got all of my ifs and thens out of the way. So now we're going to go Omar Vizquel with Kenny Lofton on first. In real life, I believe the Indians won this game 6-5 in 12 innings. So hopefully this one doesn't go to extra innings because I don't have that kind of time this morning. All right. Omar Vizquel, 23 is a 28. And that is going to be out at first, runner to second. So he is going to move Lofton over to second. So that's going to go 6-3. And then it's going to ask me what the runner does. The runner will advance to second. And now we've got Lofton on second with Baerga up. I think Baerga's pretty much been terrible in this series so far. But 45, I think he might walk again. 45 is a 14 with a runner on second. Base on balls, runner takes first. So Baerga will walk, putting runners on first and second. So if I go generic walk with no prompts, I don't think it asks me what happens with the other runners. I'm not sure with it where a different walk is, but I guess I'll find that when I have to. So now we got runners on first and second. We got Lofton on second, Baerga on first. One out for Albert Bell. Sorry, it's early in the morning, so I have that early morning throat stuff going on. And 54 for Albert Bell. That's a 32. And he is going to fly out to third base. But actually it says F to third, fly out to, fast runner to third. Oh, Kenny Lofton is fast, isn't he? I'll bet he is. Let me look. Let me make sure. But he had like 55 steals that year. He is fast. So, all right, so we're going to have a fly out, runner holds, fast runner to third. So he's going to fly out to right. And Kenny Lofton is going to advance to third. So let's see how to do that. So we'll go out. And then we'll go fly out to right, which is 9. And then it's going to ask me about the runners. So Lofton is actually going to advance to third. Baerga is going to stay on first. All right, so we got runners on first and third now with 2 outs. And that's going to be Eddie Murray looking to try to get a single to knock him in. Base hit knocks him in. A home run would be nice. 22, that's going to do something. 7 against a grade C pitcher. And that is going to be a single to left. One runner scores, the other to second. So he knocks him in. All right. So I'm going to go single. And scores, advances to second. Okay. All right. So it's 1-0 Cleveland already in the top of the first. Jim Thome comes up to bat. 1-0 Jim Thome. We got runners on first and second now. 63 for Thome. We learned yesterday that wasn't very good. 13. 13 is definitely a strikeout. And let's see. Fielding 2. Yeah, it's just your basic strikeout. So that will end the inning. But Cleveland will pick up 1 run. So it's just a generic strikeout. And Cleveland will pick up a run. And we're going to move to the bottom of the first now for Texas. I can do this. Base is empty. All right. So we're going to move to Otis Nixon. We got Charles Nagy. I didn't realize he was their number 4 starter. I thought he would be a little higher. But Hershiser was their 3, and for some reason Mark Clark was their number 2. I don't understand that. But that's how it worked out. So we're going to go Otis Nixon, Charles Nagy pitching to him. 51 for Nixon is a 9. 9 against a grade C pitcher with a Y is a pop fly out to third. Interesting. So that must be why the whole A and B thing exists, because you can have an A be a fly out, but if he's an A and B, it moves to the B and B makes it a single. Okay, maybe that's how they said. I wonder why they did that. Anyway, all right. So Nixon is going to fly out to third base. So he's going to pop out to the third baseman. So I'm going to move this over a few times throughout the game just so you can see what's going on. But pop out to third baseman goes there. It's going to be Jeff Fry now. 24 for Jeff Fry is a 13, and he's going to strike out. Although, let's see. Nagy is a Y. So both pitchers are Y pitchers. Okay, so that's good to know going forward. The strikeout, there are not 2 outs, so it is going to be a strikeout. So Nagy's going to strike out Jeff Fry. I have a generic strikeout to go along with my generic walk. No prompts, meaning it won't ask me what the runners do, although there's no runners in this case. All right, Rusty Greer comes up, playing first base today. 24 for him is probably also a strikeout. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm starting to memorize numbers. Oh wait. Okay, so if it's an R pitcher, it's a fly out, but in this case, he's not an R pitcher. He only has a Y, so it's gonna be another strikeout. So Nagy gonna get 2 strikeouts in the inning. I don't remember him as a big strikeout pitcher. According to his stats, well, his ERA was really high. He had 178 innings pitched that year with 139 strikeouts. So he wasn't a 9 strikeouts per 9 innings kind of guy. But that is going to take us back to bottom of the second now, or top of the second. Manny Ramirez is going to lead off for Cleveland. Still playing against Bobby Witt. 31 for Manny is a 9 against the grade C, and it's also going to be a pop fly out to third. Interesting. All right, so we're going to go out. We're going to pop out to, what is that? What is he, 5? Pop out to 5, I believe. And that's going to bring up my boy Tricky Paul Sorrento. 61 for Sorrento is a 24. 24 is a ground out to the shortstop, so that's going to be a 6-3. So he's going to ground out to Benji Gill. And that's going to move us to Jesse Levis. Again, I'm puzzled. I got to look up what happened to Sandy Alomar because he's got a card and he played in like 65 games. I guess Jesse Levis only played in 12 games. So I wonder if he only played in 12 games, only had 18 at bats. I wonder if Sandy Alomar was injured to start the season, and when he comes back, they DFA him or move him down to the minors or whatever you do in baseball. All right, so 2 down, Jesse Levis. 66 for Jesse Levis is only a 6 because he's not very good. He is going to double to right center. So Jesse Levis, he was 1 for 18. No, he was 6 for 18. He batted .333 that year, so he was a hit. Small sample size, but he was a hitter. So we're going to hit this, and he's going to double to left center, and that's going to bring top of the order back up. And that's going to give us Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton with a runner on second. 33 for Lofton. 33. It's going to be a 0. He's looking for that home run. 51. It's going to be a 2. And he is going to triple to deep center field. So Kenny Lofton's going to knock in Jesse Levis. And that's going to make it 2-0 already. And we got a runner on third with nobody out for Omar Vizquel. Okay, Bobby Witt giving up some runs here. Oh, 55. I'm rolling doubles like crazy, kids. That's a 9. Oh, no. Okay, that's going to be a fly out. But the runner will score. So he's going to throw a sac fly up there to center field, scoring Kenny Lofton, but that will empty the bases. So let's see. It's going to be a fly out. Where are you at? There you are. Center. And it's going to ask me. Oh, no. Did it just score him? Oh, no. That ended the inning. Wait. That couldn't have ended the inning. Were there 2 outs? Oh, man. There were 2 outs. I didn't even realize it. God, I got so excited. Wow. I actually got excited about a baseball game. This is amazing. All right. So Vizquel flies out. That ends the inning. Wow. On doubles, Vizquel flies out. Come on, Omar. I believe he had some legal issues. Maybe allegedly. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not. So I'm not going to talk about that at all. But I'm pretty sure Vizquel had some legal issues after baseball. Anyway, back to Mickey Tettleton leading off for Texas. Bottom of the second. Indians up 2-0 now. Charles Nagy still on the mound. 16 for Tettleton is a 28. 28 is he's going to ground out to the shortstop. Benji Gill going to throw across and get him 6-3. Okay. And that's going to bring up, I believe Dean Palmer is going to come up now. Yep, Dean Palmer batting 5th today. 31 for Palmer. It's a 9. And 9 is going to be, he's going to fly out to 3rd. Pop out to 3rd. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a C pitcher, but that 9 that looks like it's on a lot of cards. I see where that kind of differentiates between the C pitcher and I guess the B and the D pitcher. Okay. All right, so he's going to pop out to 3rd. We're going to go out. And it's going to be a pop out to P4, right? No, P5. And that's going to bring up Mark McLemore. Turn to the Mac. 21 for him. That's a 30. And he's going to fly out to left. So it's going to be another 1, 2, 3 inning for Charles Nagy. Fly out to left. Taking us back to Cleveland. And leading off the inning is going to be Carlos Baerga. 42 for Baerga. 42 is a 36. And he's going to draw a walk from Bobby Witt. So he's going to get on. So is that 3 innings? Oh, no, that wasn't 3 innings with the leadoff guy. But that is 3 innings with someone getting on base. So he is going to draw a no-out walk to start the inning. Generic walk. And we're going to move to Albert Bell. 33 for Bell. And that's going to be a 5. And he is going to double over first base. Does the runner score? Runner on first. The 33 is a... Oh, no, it's a home run. 33 is a 5. And Albert Bell hits a 2-run shot. I believe his second of the series. And then it's going to score Baerga. And that's going to make it 4-0 already. Oh, we're going to have to get the bullpen up a little bit earlier here. Let's see. So that's going to make it 4-0. Still nobody out now in the 3rd. And that's going to bring up Eddie Murray. 23 for Eddie Murray. The 32. And base is empty. He is going to fly out to right. Bobby Witt's ERA that year was 4.13. So he's way above that right now. So he is going to fly out to right field. F9. All right. And what did I just do? Eddie Murray? Yeah. Now Jim Thome comes up to bat. What did he do? He struck out his last time up. 55, though. 55 for Thome. That's an 8. And with the bases empty, he's going to single to left. All right. So, Bobby Witt not having a great start. We may have to look at the bullpen here. Vosberg was the next guy up. But you know what? He didn't get any starts. But Darren Oliver actually had 7 starts that year, so he's got some innings in him if I need to bring him in. I don't really know how to determine when to bring him in. Maybe if Witt can't get out of this, can't get the next 2 guys out, then maybe I'll look at replacing him. So we got Manny Ramirez now up to bat. 22 for Ramirez. I am rolling doubles like crazy. That's going to be a 0. So Ramirez has got a chance to go yard here. We got a runner on first. So we got a couple of extra home run areas here. A grade C pitcher. So he was a C. So why was Albert Bell's a home run? I'm confused. Did I look at the wrong? Oh, no, that was because there was somebody on. Yeah. All right, so with a runner on first, a 5 becomes a home run. So 1 and 5 are home run. So let's see what Manny can do. 26 is a 6. So he's going to double. A fast runner will score. It's Thome. He's not fast. A fast runner will score, and on 2 outs, any runner scores. So he's going to double, and that's going to put runners at first and third with 1 out. And let's see. So he's going to double. And Thome will go to third. We're going to have first and third now. I'm sorry. We have second and third now with 1 out. And I think what we're going to do here is, so we got second and third. Where are you at? Second and third, grade C, 1 out. I think we're going to intentionally walk Paul Sorrento. Oh no, Jesse Levis is a batting 333. Okay, what do we got here? So he's a lefty. Ed Vosberg is a lefty. So let's bring Vosberg in since he was the first guy to come in anyway. And he's a lefty and he can pitch against a lefty. And I think there was something about a lefty versus lefty for a relief pitcher where it's his first batter. Let's see. I gotta find that. Here we go. Here it is. When a relief pitcher enters a game mid-inning, increases grade by 1 letter against the first base batter he faces, only if that batter is pitching from the same or hitting from the same side the pitcher is thrown. Okay, so we're gonna have Vosberg come in and face Sorrento. Vosberg's gonna go from B to A, so he's gonna be a grade A pitcher for 1 batter. We got runners on second and third with just 1 out. And Vosberg is going to be an A for this 1 batter. So 43 for Sorrento. 43 is a 29, but there's still a fielding too. So 29 out at first. So he's going to ground out back to the pitcher. Well, that's kind of embarrassing for Sorrento. Second and third, 1 out, and you ground out to the pitcher. Come on, Paul. And that's going to be a 1-3. And the runners will hold. Stays on third. Stays on second. And that's going to bring up Jesse Levis now. And Jesse Levis with runners on second and third and 2 outs. Looking for another hit. He doubled his last time up. Looking for another hit. 66 for Levis. It's a 6 against a grade B. And that is going to double. He's going to double to right. And he's going to clear the bases. Wow. Jesse Levis with 2 doubles in this game. And both runners will score. That's going to make it 6-0. It's still going to be we're still in the top of the third here. Kenny Lofton's going to come back up. I'll leave Vosberg in, but we're going to have Darren Oliver warming up for the next inning, I'm pretty sure. So now we're back to bases empty. This feels a lot like game 2 of the series when Texas was doing this. Bases empty. All right, 15 for Lofton. I'm sorry, not bases empty. Runner on second. All right, 15 for Lofton. That's going to be an 11. And against a B, let's see. What is Jesse Levis? Is he fast? I doubt it. He's a catcher. He's slow. So this is going to be a single to left, runner out at home. With 2 outs, though, any runner scores, and the batter steals second on the first pitch with 1 strike. So we've got 2 out. Oh, yeah, we got 2 outs. So Lofton's going to get a single, and he's going to steal second. Levis is going to score. He must have been running since there's 2 outs. He was running on contact. And then Lofton is going to steal second. And that's going to put Omar Vizquel up. And, ooh, this is interesting. I was wondering what would happen in this scorebook if we batted around in an inning. And if Vizquel gets a hit, we're about to do that. It gets on base anyway. We're gonna do that. So we got a runner on second, and we've got 2 outs for Omar Vizquel. 45, is that a walk? 45 is a 14 against the grade B, fielding 2, and he is gonna walk. So we're gonna get back to Carlos Baerga, who led off the inning. Let's see what happens to the scorebook. So we're gonna go A. I don't know what A stands for. We're gonna go walk. And now we're back to Baerga, and it puts it in the 4th inning. That doesn't seem right, but let's just see what happens. So Baerga's up now with runners on first and second. I was really rooting for a low-scoring game, so it would be over quick. That's okay. Vosberg still pitching. Baerga, 52-27 for Baerga against the fielding 2. And that is going to be a ground out to third. But he's a Y. So it's actually going to be a strikeout. So Baerga is going to strike out. Generic strikeout, no problems. That's going to end the inning. And I'm going to flip back because I want to see what happens to the scorebook. Oh, so it added an extra. Whoa, that's weird. So it put it as the 4th inning. Huh. But there's still a 4 and a 5 up here. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen there, but let's just see what happens. It still has us in the bottom of the 3rd, so that's correct. Vosberg's definitely going to come out for Darren Oliver. And we are going to be pitching now to Candy Maldonado. So Charles Nagy, after that long rest with nobody on, is going to be pitching to either ex or future teammate Candy Maldonado. I know he played for the Indians. I just don't know when. All right, so 35 for Maldonado is a 14, so he's going to walk, isn't he? 14 against the fielding to a ZZ pitcher? No. So he will take a walk. So we're going to go, where are you at, walk? Generic walk, no prompts. And that will bring up Dave Valley with a run. Oh, 66 with a runner on first. 66 is a 6. And he, against a B pitcher, right? No, a C. He's going to go yard. He's going to hit a home run. Oh, no, that's a 5. I'm sorry. He's going to double to left. My bad. And the runner will score. So Dave Valley gets an RBI double. So he will double. And the runner will score. It doesn't say fast runner. It just says runner scores. Yep, runner scores. So that's going to be an okay. So Dave Valley got a runner on second now. Candy Maldonado gets knocked in. We're at the bottom of the lineup. Benji Gill, runner on second still, with one, no outs. Still no outs in the inning. So Benji Gill with a 56. That's going to be a 34 against the fielding 2. He is not a K pitcher, so he's going to pop out to second. And I believe the runners will hold. The runner will hold. So we'll go out. We're going to pop out to second. Boom. And the runner will hold. And we're going to hit okay. All right, so we got one down now. And wait, what does that say? What just happened here? Why does that say fielder's choice? Oh, but he's not on third. He held. I said hold. All right, let me undo that. The book didn't say runner advances, so I'm going to do that again. So we're going to go Benji Gill, back to Benji Gill, and we're going to go out. And we're going to go pop out to second. Was that what it was? Yeah, we'll go pop out to second. I don't remember if that's what it was, but that sounds good to me. And he's going to say stays on second. We're going to hit okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we're back. Okay, good. So we're back to the top of the order now. Otis Nixon. And we got a runner on second. Yep, one out. 55 for Nixon. 55 is an 8 against a grade C. An 8. He's going to single, and the runner will score, but a slow runner is out at home. So what is Dave Valley? Oh, he's a slow runner. Oh, no. So he's going to be out at home. So Nixon is going to single, and Dave Valley is going to try to score. They're going to wave him. And so we're going to go single. Let's see. We'll go single. Anything in here about the runner? No. All right. So we're going to single. And he's going to be out at home. We're going to hit okay. And that's going to bring us 2 outs. Oh, what is our put out? So it wants to know what our put out is. So that was an assist to the center fielder. So Kenny Lofton making an amazing throw. And he's going to get the assist. And our put out is going to be our catcher, right? 8. Yep, our catcher. Hit okay. And now we're going to have a runner on first with 2 down. Kenny Lofton saves the run. And it will bring up Jeff Fry. 24 for Jeff Fry is a 13, and he's probably going to strike out. But let's make sure. Strike out. We have an R. Nope. So we're going to go ahead and strike him out, and that will end the inning. So Charles Nagy gets his 3rd strikeout. Something he didn't do very often in 3 innings, which is nice to see. But he does give up a run. So let's see. That is going to be a generic strikeout, and that is going to end the inning, and we are going to go to the 4th, even though the scorebook has me in the 5th, right, which I find kind of strange. But we're going to go to the top of the 4th. And what are we going to do here? I wonder if I can advance this at all. No, not really. trying to get extra innings in there. There we go. All right, so we're there. All right, good. I think we're good. All right, so let's go back to, let's see. Bell is going to lead off the top of the fourth, and we're going to bring in Darren Oliver. And I forgot to take Bobby Witt out. Damn it. I keep forgetting that part. So Ed Vosberg's not going to get credit for any of those runs he gave up. But again, I'm not going to worry about it too much. New pitcher. I got to remember that. New pitcher thing. Again, in the football game, the Pro Football Helper, you pick the players as you go. You don't have to like make replacements. So I'm still getting used to it here. So we're going to go ahead and put in Darren Oliver. Sorry about that, Bobby Witt. Your stats really got inflated just now. So Darren Oliver comes in. And he's going to pitch to Albert Bell. 52 for Bell. I'm sure it's a 27. It is. 27 is a ground out. Is he an X? No, he's a Y and a W. He's also a grade C. So 27 is going to be a ground out to third. So Bell's going to go out 5-3. And that's going to bring up Eddie Murray, who I think he's got, no, he doesn't have, does he have anything in this game? He has a single. No, okay, I thought he had an RBI, but the RBIs are all over the place. All right, 33 for Eddie Murray. I'll tell you what, I've been rolling such good numbers with Eddie Murray. He's probably batting really well in this 4-game series. So 33 against the grade C is a 6, and a 6 is a double to right center. So Eddie Murray gets on again. He's going to double. Going to put a runner on second with 1 out. Jim Thome coming up the bat. Thome with a 64. It's a 14. So that is going to be a walk. So he's going to walk. Generic walk. All right. So now we got runners on first and second with one out. We're pitching to Manny Ramirez. He's got an RBI in this game, I think, or he's got a run scored. I don't know if he has RBIs or not. I don't really know how to tell. Oh, yeah, there's the little green dots. See these little green dots right here? That's your RBIs right there. So Ramirez does not have any, but he does have a run score. So he has a double and a run scored. This time he hits a 12. 12 is a 25. And I think he's about to ground into a double play. Yep, so it's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and that will end the inning. And that runner's going to advance to third, but so it asked me what Murray does because Murray's on second. And I'm going to put that he advances the third because that's what the scorebook says, but even though it doesn't, it's going to end the inning. And then it wants to know the assists and the putouts, and I usually just agree with whatever it says there, unless it's some kind of a weird play. All right, so we're going to skip ahead now. We're going to go to Rusty Greer back to Texas in the bottom of the fourth. And we're going to go to Rusty Greer. Where are we at? Fry. That was Ramirez that double played. Rusty Greer's up with Nagy. Charles Nagy pitching to him. Nagy pitched to approximately 27 batters. This is only batter number 11. So 64 for Rusty Greer is going to be a strikeout. A ZZ pitcher. Nope. So that's going to be a strikeout. So look at Nagy getting strikeouts. Man, he was not a strikeout guy, but we'll take it. All right. Mickey Tettleton comes up to bat. 51 for Tettleton is going to be a 14, so it looks like he's going to walk. Yep, he is. So he's going to take a walk. Nope. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. And we're going to pick generic walk. That's going to put a runner on first with 1 out. All right, so that's going to bring up who? Dean Palmer. 54 for Palmer. It's a 32. And he is going to fly out to left. The runner will hold it first. So he's in an F7. And the runner will hold. All right, so we got 2 down. Pitching to Mark McLemore. 52 for Mark McLemore is a 27. And, oh, no. Oh, it's a fielder's choice. Runner out at second, so it's going to go 5-4. Runner is out at second, and that will end the inning. So fielder's choice. 5-4. And yes, it's going to go 5-4. That's why I clicked 5-4. All right, so we're going to go to the top of the fifth now for Cleveland. Paul Sorrento is up to bat. 25 for Sorrento is a 9. And a 9 against a C pitcher is a fly out to third. So out. And he is going to go F, fly, no, pop out. Pop out to third. So F, so P5. And let's see. Now we're going to pitch to Jesse Levis, who's having a great game. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He's scored twice, and he's got 2 RBIs. I mean, who is Sandy Alomar? I don't even remember at this point. So 9, and he's also going to fly out to the third baseman. So I wonder if the third baseman gets like a abnormal amount of putouts because of the way this pop fly out to third is. I feel like that should be like a fly out just somewhere in the outfield. Out. We're going to go pop out again to 5, P5. That's going to be 2 outs. Back to the top of the order in Kenny Lofton. All right, so Kenny Lofton with 2 outs. 22 for Lofton. It's an 8. And he is going to single to left center, so he's going to get on base. That's his 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 4. He's 3 for 3 with a walk. He's got a stolen base. He's scored once. And I believe he's got 2 RBIs. He's killing it. Kenny Lofton. I hope you have him in your fantasy team. All right, so we got 2 down, runner on first for Omar Vizquel. 45, is that going to be a walk? 45 is a 14. And he is not a Z or a ZZ, so he is going to walk. He's going to put runners on first and second now. Generic walk, no prompts. So we got runners on first and second now for Carlos Baerga. Baerga in the game. He's having a good day. He hit did he hit a home run? No, he scored on the home run. So he's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He struck out, but he's also scored a run. All right. So he's having an okay day. Runner on first and second now. Whoops. No, over here. Runner on first and second. 2 down. Darren Oliver trying to get out of it. 22 for Baerga. The doubles I'm rolling are hilarious. That's a 7. All right. So anything with 2 outs, single to left, 1 runner will score. The slow runner's out at home. Well, Lofton's not out. And batter to second. And the other to third. Singing a batter to second. Oh, wow. So, okay. So he's going to go. Boy, I don't know how to do this. He's going to single. They're going to throw home, but he's going to be safe. And the batter's going to move to second, and the other runner's going to move to third. So I have no idea how to score that, so I'm going to do my best. We're going to go single. We're going to go single here. And he's going to score. He's going to advance to third. See, I can't put anything here with the batter. So that's going to be good. And then we're going to move the batter to second. So R, the runner. And we're going to move. We're just going to manually advance him to second. So that's going to be. We're going to go him advance to second. He stays on third, though. And that gets us to second and third now. That's going to be 5. So a run scores, but it's not over here on my scoreboard for some reason. But I think all this extra hitting and stuff is confusing the score book or ball score, whatever it's called. But anyway, we have runners now on second and third with 2 down for Albert Bell. So Bell now, Oliver trying to get out of it. 41 for Bell. That's going to be a 12. And 12 is going to be a strikeout against the fielding two. So Bell's going to K. And generic strikeout. Let's see what happens here. So this is 8, even. So let's go ahead and close this and then reopen it and see if it updates. No, it still says 8 for some reason. So there's all kinds of problems with this scorebook. We're going to keep playing. I'm sure I did something wrong when I was scoring it. It's probably not the scorebook. But anyway. All right, so we're going to have Nagy continue. Up to bat is going to be Candy Maldonado, who walked and scored his first time up. Got the Texas's only run in this game, and he's going to go 62. 62 is a 22. And 22 against Nagy, a grade C. It's going to be out at... Oh, wait. We need bases empty. Sorry. 22 is out at first, so he grounds out to the first base. Or he grounds out to the pitcher. Oh, no, he grounds out to the first baseman, and it's going to go 3-1. So out, 3-1, Maldonado. All right, that's going to bring up Dave Valley. Dave Valley, who has a double and an RBI in the game. 22, Dave Valley, 8. Against the C pitcher is going to be a single to left center. So Valley, the catchers are killing it in this game. So he's going to have a single. He'll be on base. It's going to bring up Benji Gill with a runner on first and 1 out. .53 for Benji Gill. It's an 18 against the fielding 2. First on error, runner to second. So Vizquel with another error. I think in game 2 he had 2 errors in the inning. That might have been Bayerga that had him, but he's gonna be safe on an error. That's gonna put runners at first and second. So let's see. Oh, he didn't make an out. He made a hit, or he got on base. So A, he's gonna be reach first on error, and Valley is gonna advance to second, and the error is gonna be on our shortstop, E6. Gonna put runners on first and second now with 1 out. It's gonna bring up the top of the order in Otis Nixon, who is 1 for 2 in the game. So Otis Nixon. So Nagy, so we're in the bottom of the 5th. Nagy faces 27. We're only at 18. So he's okay so far. And we got runners on first and second. There we go. All right, here we go. Otis Nixon. 65 for Nixon is a 35 against the fielding 2. He's going to foul out to the catcher. A W for the pitcher would be a walk, but he does not have a W, so he's going to foul out to the catcher. And that's a really, really bad at bat when you're down 8-1. You have runners on first and second with just 1 out. So he is going to foul out to the catcher, and the runners are going to hold. And that is going to bring up Jeff Fry now with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 22 for Fry, 7. That's going to do something. That is going to be a slow runner will be out at home. So who's our slow runner? Is that Dave Valley again? He's on second. Oh, no, I'm afraid that he is a slow runner. I think this happened last time he was up. He is slow. So it's going to be a single. And our runner is going to be out at home, and that's going to end the inning. So he's going to get a hit, but Dave Valley will be out at home. And it doesn't really, he goes to third, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go, okay, that's going to end the inning with no runs. The assist is going to go to who? 7. It's going to go to our left fielder. And that's going to be Albert Bell. Albert Bell with the assist. Nice. Getting guys out at home now. And wait, what happened? Oh, that was only 1 out. I'm sorry. That was only 1 out. I thought there were 2 outs. All right. So, oh, yeah, there was an error. I missed that. Okay. So now we got 2 outs. We got first and third. And it's going to be Rusty Greer. Rusty Greer was a pretty good hitter. I didn't know that. 271 batting average. I mean, that'd be like in the top 10 in baseball this year. I'm going to make that joke every game. I'm telling you, because the hitting, nowadays is terrible. So we got first and third. We got 2 down for Rusty Greer. 55 for Greer. 55 is an 8. Oh, no, but on first and third against a C pitcher, he's going to fly out to center. Oh, man. Doubles. Doubles should never be outs, but sometimes they are. Fly out to center, and that will end the inning. Texas will not get any runs, even though they threatened like crazy. And we've got Darren Oliver. I'm going to keep Darren Oliver in the game. He pitched to 21 guys as a starter. He's pitched to 10 so far. So let's leave him in for another inning. See how he does. Leading off will be Eddie Murray. Oh, I see what it did here. Oh, no, that's the third out. I'm still trying to figure out this whole Baerga technically batted here. I mean, maybe it's just understood when you're keeping score that you go to the next inning. And because I've never done it before. I've never literally sat down and kept score during a game. So maybe that's just how it works. So Eddie Murray with a 15. 15 is a 10 against a C pitcher with a YW with the bases empty. That's going to be a single center. So Eddie Murray is going to get his third hit of the game. And he's having a great series. Bringing up Jim Thome. Thome with, I am rolling doubles for the Indians like crazy here. Oh, that's a 0. So Thome's got a chance here. Toby's got a chance to hit a home run. 63 probably won't do it. 63 is a 6. And he is going to double. A fast runner scores, but he's not a fast runner. And if there were 2 outs, the runner would score. But in this case, there's no outs. So Eddie Murray's going to go to third. So we're going to have second and third with no out. And we're gonna look at a reliever here. We're gonna at least get him warming up. We're gonna see what happens. So we're gonna go. He doubled. Is that what I said, or did he single? It was a 6. It was a double. So we're gonna have runners on second and third. So he's gonna double, and Eddie Murray will stay at third. Hit okay, and we're gonna have runners on second and third now. Nobody out. Look, the run came in from the. It got put into this inning. I'm so confused why it's in this inning and not this inning. Very strange. Anyway, we got second and third now. We got nobody out. And Christopher Whiteside, Matt Whiteside is going to be warming up in the bullpen. And Darren Oliver's now pitching to Manny Ramirez. Oh, this could get really ugly fast. 31 for Ramirez is a 9. And a 9 against the C pitcher is going to be a fly out. And the runners will advance one base, which means it's going to be a fly out to right. It's going to be a sac fly. So he's going to fly out to right. F9. Thome will score. Murray will score, and Thome will advance to third. And that's going to make it 9-1. Boy, it's a blowout. All right, so now it's going to be who? Paul Sorrento with a runner on third and 1 out. $64. That's a 41 for Sorrento. 41. Holy cow. What happened here? 64 is a 41 against I didn't see this coming. Against a grade C pitcher. It says runner steals home. Jim Thome would never steal home, but runner steals home. Oh, C. What is a C runner? A D runner is caught off first. So do they have runner stats somewhere? I thought they had just the slow, medium, and large. Do they have runner? So who is that on third? That is Jim Thome's on third. Let's see. Man, I don't really know what any of this means now. Where did this C runner come from? All right, hang on. Let's go back to the directions and see what it says. All right, so runners. Pitching and defense. All right, nothing about runners there. I don't know what a C runner means. Is there anything here? C runner. I have no idea what this means. There's a chance I just re-roll until I figure out what it means. Because F and S are what I see for base running symbols. If you have runners on base, you can do that. I wonder if that means if the... Oh, that's right. I think that means if the infield is playing in or out. That's what that means. And I did not call anything. So I think that might be on that page actually. So what do we have? Runner on third. We got runner on third, one out. C infield. Yeah, infield in, infield deep. Oh, so I did not call anything. So what's the default? So it's deep as the default. Okay, so here we go. Runner caught off third. There we go. So Tomy's picked off third. Oh my god, all that to get picked off third. Okay, so we're gonna go R. We're gonna go, let's see, picked off base. And that's gonna be Tomei. So he is gonna be out at third, and we're gonna go, okay. So now he should be out, picked off. And the assist is gonna go to the catcher, I think it was. Yeah, the assist is gonna go to the catcher. And I guess I'm still pitching to Sorrento. So assist goes from the catcher. Put out is third baseman. Come on, Jim, tell me. You got to be smarter than that, buddy. I mean, you're up 9-1. That's probably going to cause the pitcher to want to throw it to the next guy. All right, so he gets picked off. And nothing about the batters. I think we're still pitching to the batter now. And that's Paul Sorrento with 2 down and the bases are empty. We're still pitching to Sorrento. And he, 65-35, he's going to ground out to first. And it's going to be a first unassisted. So we're going to go out, and we're going to go 3 unassisted, and that's going to end the inning. We are through the top of the 6th. It's now 9-1. Mickey Tettleton leads off. Where's Nagy at? So he's faced 21 batters. He can go another inning, I think. We'll go another inning with Charles Nagy. He's pitching well. 53 for Tettleton is a 15, and a 15 is a single to left. So he's going to get on base. So we're going to get Julian Tavares up in the bullpen with Tettleton on first. And we're going to pitch to Dean Palmer. 52, I'm sure, is a 27. It's always a 27, and it is. 27 is going to be a fielder's choice. Runner out at second, so it's a simple 5-4 fielder's choice. And he's going to be out at second. And I don't know why it asked me this because I chose 5-4, so I'm not sure why it asked me that, but okay. And it's going to be now Mark McLemore comes in with a runner on first. 63 for McLemore is a 31. 31 is a fly out, and the runner will hold, so it's a fly out to center. The runner will hold at first. All right, and now we got 2 down. We're pitching to Candy Maldonado with a runner on first. 34 for Maldonado is a 31, and he is going to fly out to center. I think that's going to do it for Charles Nagy. He's going to go F8, and that is going to end the inning, take us back to Cleveland. Bases empty. Darren Oliver, how's he done? 3 innings, 2 runs, not great. 5 hits. All right, what are we in? We're in the 7th. Let's see. We got you know what? Let's leave Oliver in for one more inning, and then we'll see if we need to go. What are we in? Are we? Yeah, we're in the bottom. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Okay, because we might not have a bottom of the. Yeah, we would have a bottom of the 9th in this case. So, all right. So we're pitching to Cleveland now. Oh, see what it did? That's what's confusing me. Is it's got these runs off by an inning for some reason. It has to do with the time when they batted around the order. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. But we're in the top of the 7th. Darren Oliver pitching to the catcher, Jesse Levis. 64, 13 for Levis. And 13 is going to be a strikeout. Yep, going to be a strikeout. He doesn't have a ZZ. No. Okay, so it's going to be a strikeout. So Levis finally, well, he's 2 for 4 now. And that's going to be a generic strikeout. All right, 1 down. Back to the top of the order. Kenny Lofton batting for the 5th time in this game. And he's 3 for 4. So he's 3 for 3. 43 that he's going to get out this time. 29. And he's going to go ground ball to first. So it's going to be a 3-1. going to be an out. 3-1. All right. Let's see. What do we got now? So we got 2 down. Lofton Vizquel is up. 26 is a 32 for Omar Vizquel. And he's going to fly out to right. And that's going to end the inning really, really fast. What was that? F7. Oh, so that should have been an F9, but I'm going to leave it as an F7. I don't care. All right, so Vizquel. So Charles Nagy is going to come out of this game. Pitched fantastic. We're going to bring in Julian Tavares. He's an A. I believe that will drop their fielding down, though. Oh, they're going to be a fielding 3 now. It's going to drop them down to 35. They're going to be a fielding 3. And I make sure I got to do it up here because I always forget. It's a new pitcher. It's going to be Julian Tavares. All right. So Tavares he's going to start the inning against Dave Valley. And we're going to pinch hit for Dave Valley because Ivan Rodriguez did pinch hit in this game for Valley. So we're going to pinch hit for him. We're going to put Ivan Rodriguez in. So we're going to go new batter. Is it new hitter or pinch hitter? I think is it NB new batter? Yeah, we're going to just go new batter. I know it's pinch hit, but I'm going to go new batter. That way it keeps Rodriguez in at catcher. Maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what will happen. Ivan Rodriguez. He's going to come in and play catcher. Boom. And now we're going to have Julian Tavares pitching to Ivan Rodriguez. 41. 41 is a 12. And a 12 with the bases empty against an A is a ground out to third. So he's going to ground out to Jim Thome over at third base. So that's going to be a, what is that, 5-3? All right. Next up to bat is going to be Benji Gill. And Benji Gill is going to get a 55. That might be something. 55 is an 8 against an A pitcher. And he is going to fly. Oh, he is going to pop fly out to third base. There's that A pitcher coming into play there. So he's going to go pop out P3. No, P5. And we're going to go back to the top of the order and Otis Nixon. $26 for Nixon. 26 is a 27. 27 is a ground out to third, but an X pitcher gets a strikeout, and he's an X pitcher. So he will get the strikeout. So Julian Tavares with the strikeout to end the inning. Generic strikeout. And that will take us back to the top of the 8th, and Darren Oliver. He's faced 17 batters. His average was 21 as a starter. I realize I have him as a reliever, but he needed to be a long relief guy. So we're going to keep him in for this inning and see if he can get to 21. I got Matt Whiteside warming up just in case we need to bring him in to the top of the 8th. So here we go. 56 for, is it Baerga? Yep, 56 for Baerga. It's a 30, it's a 27. And I know that's a ground out to third, isn't it? An X pitcher gets a strikeout, but he's not an X, so that's going to be a ground out to third. So out 5-3. So we're going to go now to Albert Bell with 1 down. Darren Oliver. 23 for Bell is a 24. And he is going to ground out to short. It's going to be a 6-3. And then we've got coming up next Eddie Murray. So Eddie Murray, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. 15 is 10 against a C pitcher. And Eddie Murray's going to single, and he's going to get on base. That's his 4th hit of this game. Wow. Eddie Murray, 4 for 5. 4 for 5 with a run scored, and it looks like he's got an RBI. So he's having a great series. I'm going to have to dig into the reports before I start my next series and see if I can work out how to show you guys like the Indian stats and maybe Texas's, even though I'm only going to play the Indians series. I'm not playing every game in the season. That would be way too hard. Okay, Jim Thome is going to come up now. Runner on first. And this is going to be his 21st batter. So this is probably going to end his inning, or I'm sorry, end his outing, regardless of what Thome does. Thome with 52. I know that's a 27, and I know that's a ground out to third. Starting to try to memorize some of these. Oh wait, maybe not. Oh yeah, so it's actually going to be a fielder's choice. It's going to go 6-4, right? No, 5-4. It's going to go 5-4 fielder's choice, and that's going to end the inning. And it's going to end. It's going to end Darren Oliver. And Tavares, is Tavares going to stay in what, we in the bottom of the eighth? Yeah, I'm gonna oh no, you know what? Let's take him out and let's put in Paul Ossenmacher. Or again, as we as kids used to call him, Assensmacher, because we were kids. And we're gonna go new pitcher. Only because he did in the real game. And you know, Tavares pitched an inning as a reliever. It kind of makes sense to bring him out. Bring in Assensmacher. All right. So now we're gonna pitch to Jeff Fry with the bases empty. Bottom of the eighth. 56 to Fry, 34. And Assensmacher is a B. Well, he's an XYZ too. Wow, okay. So Assensmacher is a B. And he, what was that? They're fielding 3, though. Oh, no, he's back up to 2, so they're back up to fielding 2. So, okay, so many things to remember. 56 is a 34. 34 is a pop out. But he's a Y, so it's going to be a strikeout. So he's going to strike him out. All right. 2 down. Bottom of the eighth. 14 for Rusty Greer is a 30. And 30 is a pop out to left, a fly out to left. Sorry. A fly out to left. And then we're going to go to Tettleton. 65 for Mickey Tettleton is a 35. And he is in a ground out to first, unassisted. So that's a 3 unassisted. And that 3 up, 3 down for Ossenmacher. I want to say Assensmacher every single time, but I feel like it's a little bit juvenile. So if I say it like 50% of the time, it won't be quite so juvenile. We're going to go with that. Working right. And boom. All right. Getting text messages and emails about my upcoming afternoon, which I will talk about next time I record. I'll talk about it. Then I'll talk briefly about it. I don't think anybody cares about it, but I will anyway because I talk. All right. So now we're going to go back to Cleveland in the top of the 9th, and we're going to bring in Matt Whiteside to pitch. He is an ex-pitcher. He's a 1. What was our starter? What was Bobby Witt? Was he a 1 or a 2? He was a 1. So we're going to stay at 36 for actually, you know what? What was the difference between Rodriguez and where's Ivan Rodriguez at? He's a 9. And then what was the other catcher? Who was the other catcher? I can't remember his name. Dave Valley. So it's 2. So they're going to go to 38. It's going to keep him at fielding 2, though. They're going to go to 38. So both teams are staying at fielding 2. Cleveland went back to it when I brought in the previous pitcher. I might have made mistakes with it. I don't care. So we're going to start with who? Cleveland. Manny Ramirez. We're going to put Matt Whiteside in. The new pitcher. We're going to go down to Matt Whiteside. We're going to make sure it does not bat because it's the American League. And we're going to hit OK. And now Whiteside is in. And he should be able to get through the 9th, hopefully. Pretty quick. And we're going to go starting with Manny Ramirez. And 21 for Manny Ramirez is a 13. 13 is going to be a strikeout against a grade C with an X. And that is a strikeout. So Matt Whiteside strikes out Manny Ramirez to start the inning. All right, 46 for Paul Sorrento. That is a 13. It looks like he's going to strike out too. So Matt Whiteside comes in with his 4.08 ERA and his pretty much 1-to-1 strikeout to inning ratio. Pretty close. He strikes out the first 2 guys. It's going to bring Jesse Levis up. He's now 2 for 4. He's got 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 doubles. Having a great game. 43 for Levis. It's a 29. And let me make sure I'm doing everything right. Yep. And he's going to be out at first. He's an X, so he's going to strike him out. So he's going to strike out the side. Look at Matt Whiteside coming in. All right, that's going to take us to the bottom of the ninth. Texas down 9-1. They need a lot of runs for this to matter. And I'm going to take Austin Mocker out. And I'm going to bring in Eric Plunk. He is a grade A pitcher. And that's going to take him back down. So they're back down to 35 now. So they're back down to fielding 3. He has a K. He's a grade A with a K. And he's going to start off by pitching to Dean Palmer. Did I take him out? Nope. See, I almost forgot. That's the hard part. New pitcher, Eric Plunk. Now Plunk is in. Here we go. 66 for Dean Palmer, and he's going to hit a leadoff home run over the right field fence, making it 9-2. Making it 9-2. So Plunk comes in and immediately gives up a home run to Dean Palmer. Mark McLemore is now in. He's playing outfield. Okay, so McLemore, we're going to pitch to him. 51 for McLemore is a 9. A 9 against a grade A. And he's going to be out at first, 6-3. A grade B would have given up a hit there. But Plunk is a grade A. So that was I don't want to pat myself on the back because I can't reach. But that was a great pitching change by me as a man. I should probably be a baseball manager. Just saying. Candy Maldonado comes up. 12 for Maldonado is a 25. 25 against a fielding 3 is it's a strikeout, right? No, he's a K. So it's going to be an out at first. It's going to be a 4-3. He's going to ground out to second. And there's going to be 2 down in the bottom of the ninth for Ivan Rodriguez. And another 66. Holy cow. The 66s are flying. That's a 0 on Rodriguez's card. Are we going to have another home run? 42. And 42 is a 6. And 6 against an A is a double. So Rodriguez is going to double to right center. So Texas trying to get something going. Down way too many runs to where it's going to matter. But trying to get something going. He's going to double. He was definitely not out at first. He's going to double. Going to put him on. Now we're going to have Benji Gill. So I'm going to pinch hit for Benji Gill. I'm going to bring in Mike Pagliarulo. So we're going to pinch hit because I think he did pinch hit in the game. So we're going to pinch hit. How do we do this? We're going to pinch hit for Benji Gill. We're going to put him in the 2-hole. Whoops, that was definitely not the way to do it. Can I delete that? Can I cancel? No. Uh-oh. New batter. I messed up. So let's try this again. Let's go pinch hit. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to select the player, not select Benji Gill. Well, that was silly. So we're going to pinch hit Pagliarulo and put him in. I'm going to put him in the 2-hole, and hopefully it erases Benji Gill. Let's see. Oh, it did. Perfect. All right. Good job, game. Way to see my errors coming ahead of time. The Pagliarulo comes up. The runner on second. He rolls a 21, which I don't believe is very good. '21 is a 30, and that's going to be a fly out to left, and that will end the game. So we're going to go fly out. Whoops, I messed up there. What's an F? Oh, the pitch was fouled off. Oh, who cares? Okay, so we're going to go out. We're going to go fly out to left, F7, and that will end the game. And holy cow, what a game. The Indians end up winning 9-2. These are all screwed up, but I think I did everything else right. I hope the stats are right. We're going to hit this, then we're going to hit, I don't care about that. We're going to hit N to do the end of game stuff. And it's going to ask me for the winner, Charles Nagy, and the loser, Bobby Witt. Nothing else matters. Location was at Texas Stadium. We're going to hit OK. And now we have to export. So we'll go export Cleveland Indians to Ballstat. Home score sheet does not balance. I don't really know what to do about that, and I don't care because I don't really know how to fix it. But everything else is the same, so we're going to go update. And then we're going to go, hopefully all the stats work out correctly. We'll find out. And update that everything else is good. So update this team. And we're done. And that was fun. That was really interesting and really fun. And, oops, I'm going to cancel there. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And I got plans this afternoon, so I'll post this later tonight. And, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Again, I'm going to try to get some stats up. I'm going to do maybe a short video on the stats if I can figure out how to do it. I'm also going to try to learn the Master Game before I go into the Indians' next series. Their next series is against who? It is against the Detroit Tigers, a 3-game series against the Tigers, so that should be fun. And I will talk to you all next time. Thanks for watching.